Hello everyone. Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi, Miss. All right. So, how are you guys doing today? Are you doing great? Are you doing fine?
yes, I'm doing good.
Very good.
Okay. I will let you guys to have a time to pray to one and only God. Be ready for yourself, and I will let you guys pray in your own religion. Please, time is yours. All right. Thank you. So before that, let me share my screen first. All right, so before we jump into our lesson activity today, let me check the attendance list first to make sure that all of my students are present today. So for Bunga Cahyani, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
And for Irayani, are you? All of my students are present today, right? Thank you so much for joining my class. And as you can see on my screen, today we are going to learn about poetry, and the topic for today's activity is expressing hobbies through poetry. And before we jump into deeper understanding about poetry, I want you guys to think about and also share your thoughts or opinions regarding about poetry. What do you know about poetry itself? Do you want to volunteer yourself to speak about poetry? So Bunga Cahyani is raising hand right now. Please, Bunga Cahyani.
Yes, thank you, Miss. I'm so sorry because I think I never wrote poetry in English, but before I learned poetry in Bahasa Indonesia, for me poetry is a way for us as human to express our feelings, our thoughts, or maybe in Bahasa Indonesia our keresahan, and that is a beautiful way to express it. Poetry is one way to express our thoughts. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much, Bunga Chayani, for your opinion. So, see, Putri Masita is raising hand, please. Putri Masita.
In here, I think I do agree with Bunga Chayani that poetry, we can use poetry as to express our feeling or like express our expression, something like that. But in here, poetry is a literary expression that we in the form of writing, and then inside of the poetry there are rhyme and then figurative language and imagery. That's what I know about poetry. Thank you.
All right. After that, I want you to mention some popular authors of poetry. Do you have some like names on your mind regarding about the phenomenal authors regarding about poetry that you know in this world? All right, Bunga Chayani, please.
I know one named Shakespeare.
Okay, thank you. So in here, I am already putting a sample poetry related about hobby, and I'm going to read in front of you guys. Let me read this poetry. When I pick up my brush and paint the sky, colors swirl and dreams fly high. My hobby brings my soul to light. In every shade, the world feels right. What are you guys going to do after read that sample of poetry related hobby? So you guys have to discuss 3 things that I already put on the screen. For the discussion is going to be held on the comment sections. You can do the discussion with your friends, with your friend that already divide you into some groups by privately. For the discussion, I'm going to give you around 5 until 7 minutes to discuss with your friends, and after that, I'm going to ask one by one, or I can ask who wants to volunteer to present the discussion in front of the class. Okay? Clear enough for you?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss. All right, time is yours. All right, so Ayugunawati is raising hand right now. Please, Ayugunawati.
Okay, everyone, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so after I think about this poetry and about these three questions, so for the first one, like the hobby is about, I think this poetry talks about painting because they are using like brush, paint, like colors, and specifically talking about shade and the feelings that is described on this poetry. I think it kind of joy and freedom because this person feels like bring my soul to light. It feels like this person is free from something. And then here also the poetic device or figurative language are used. I noticed there is metaphors that, over there because my hobby brings my soul to life. And also I saw the personification things. The personification figurative language, it's when I see the colors swirls, and dreams fly high. I think that's all. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Ayugunawati, for the answer. Bunga Jayani.
Yes, Miss, I would like to add about rhyme. In the third question, it's about what poetic devices. I can see that at the end of the sentence, Miss, at the end of the sentence of this poetry, like sky high, I think that's the same rhyme, and also light and right has same rhyme, so it makes the poetry beautiful. Thank you, Miss.
All right, thank you so much. So Bunga Jayani already spoke about the rhyme scheme, right? Or on the poetry. All right, thank you so much, Bunga Jayani. And lastly, Eka Putri, please, time is yours.
Okay, Miss, thank you for the time. So here I want to try to answer for the first one, like what is the hobby about? So here I think the hobby is painting because we can see from the for the first line there, when I pick up my brush, paint the sky, color swirl and shade. So I think that this all point refers to the artistic activity that uses color and imagination. So it's clearly visual art, and especially the painting or drawing.
Thank you so much. All right, so for the next, I'm going to explain about the structure of the poetry itself. Here, as you can see on the screen, there are two circles, the small one and also the large one. Small one is included as a line in the poetry. So in here, line in the poetry is a kind of a single row of words in a poem. In a poem, and you can see on the small circle, this one is included as line on the poem itself. And for the large circle, this one is called stanza. Stanza itself is a group of line, like a paragraph in the poetry. So basically, this poetry have one stanza and 4 lines on it. Yeah. And also for the rhyme scheme is kind of like of a pattern of rhyming words at the end of lines. So just like Bunga already explained previously, this poetry has a AABB rhyme scheme. Why is it so? Because as you can see on the first line, there is a sky word at the end of the line, and the second line is fly high. High, you can stress on the high and also sky. So sky and high, if you speak it at the same time, it has the same sound at the end. And also on the third line and the last line, the third line, there is a word about light, and the fourth line is there is a word about bright. So if you speak light and bright, so basically these words have the same sound if you speak it at the same time, because they have the same sound. So basically this poetry have AABB for the rhyme scheme. For the theme itself, the theme for the poetry you can see clearly regarding about the words on it, like pick up my brush and paint the sky, and colors swirl and dreams fly high, and so on. The theme for the poetry is about someone's that has a hobby related about painting. So for the figurative language, just like Ayu Gunawati already explained also earlier, and also Putri Masita. So you can see the figurative language used are on the colors swirl and dreams fly high. So this is basically a personification. Why is it so? Because colors cannot swirl on their own, and dreams itself do not actually fly. Because as we know that personification is a figurative language that gives a non-human thing feels like a human being itself. And also another figurative language found on the poetry, you can see on the brings my soul to life. So this one is called metaphor. Why is it so? Because our soul cannot literally be lit up like a lamp. So brings my soul to light is considered as metaphor. For the next activity, I want you to write your own poetry related about your hobby on the Padlet that I'm going to give you guys. And for as a starter to write your own poetry related about your hobby, please think about why do you love it? Why do you love your hobby? And also how does it make you feel? And also what sounds or actions are related about your hobbies, and you have to pour it on your own work on a poetry. And please make it minimum 4 lines. Minimum 4 lines, and please also put into some figurative languages on your own work. Okay, this is the link for the Padlet. I'm going to share it on the comment section. Please wait a minute to work individually, and please after that put your own poetry into the Padlet link that already shared on the comment section. Yeah, so you can write your own poetry directly to this Padlet. As simple like you can click this plus button, and then you can put your name and also put your own poetry to this Padlet. And I'm going to give you around like 5 until 7 minutes to put your poetry in here, and after that I want you to present it by reading it aloud in front of other friends. And after that, please also explain about the figurative language used and also the images that you put on your own poetry. Is that clear enough for you?
Yes, very clear.
All right, please. All right, I think all of you guys already uploaded your own work, your own poetry on this Padlet. Thank you so much for the participation. Can I have Maria to present your own poetry to the class?
Thank you so much, Miss, for the time. So I will try to read my own poetry here. So the notes just float up to the sky like little birds that love to fly. No matter if I'm right or wrong, I feel alive in every song. So I think all my friends already know what my hobby is that I read, that I write here. So yeah, I like to sing. So that's why the notes here is represent the note of the song that I read. And yeah, it's using the personification. So the notes in here, they float up to the sky like little bird. So as we know that the notes cannot fly like that. So yeah, I think that's all, Miss.
All right.
Or if I have made mistake.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Maria, for your participation. And I have Novi for showing your own work, and please read it in front of the class.
Okay, thank you, Miss. I will try to read my poetry here. When the day grows weary and that scrapes the sky, unfolded by dreams that softly fly by. Beneath the cover, silence sways, sleeping my hobby, my sweet getaway. And here, my hobby is sleep. And
Okay.
then the figurative words here is personification and metaphor. The first is the personification is the day grows weary, and the dark wraps the sky. And then the metaphor is veiled by dreams. That's all, Miss. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So basically, your hobby is sleeping, right? That's okay
Yes.
that's okay because everyone has different hobbies, and if your hobby is sleeping, that's okay. That's fine. All right. So based on this activity, what do you guys think? What are the challenges that you guys encounter related about to write the poetry? All right, please, Irayani.
Miss, I think it's difficult for me, maybe because my vocabulary, so it's difficult for me to find the same like rhythm, like A B A B A B, like something like that, Miss.
All right, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Irayani. So Bunga Chayani, do you want to speak as well?
Yes, Miss. So, Ira already mentioned about the vocabulary. For me, I think it is difficult because you asked to make poetry with figurative languages, and I don't really know about the example of figurative languages. It's quite difficult for me, Miss. Thank you.
Based on this activity, I want you to give you guys a homework to do later. So please choose one or two poetry on this Padlet. Choose one or two poetry randomly from your friend. Please also revise the poem. And if you think that you can add some relevant illustration to their poetry, and please also revise it. And after that, you can collect your homework. Is it better that I give you a deadline by the latest Monday next week? Is that okay? Yeah, so all right, thank you so much, guys, for joining my lesson activity today. And I do hope that I can see you in the next week. And also, please submit your homework by the latest Monday next week. Yeah. All right, thank you so much, guys. See you.
See you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Miss.
Miss. See you.